Hi guys, good morning. Today we're going to see about portrait lighting techniques. So we have a PPT here. So I'm going to explain one by one how we can what are the types of lighting we have for portrait lighting. So one by one we can see in PPT. Okay guys, before going into lighting, this session is completely about portrait lighting. So here I going to explain you what all the portrait lighting is available, which is familiar with the photographers. Okay, let's see start our session. Okay, this session is completely about what are the types of lighting we have in portrait lighting. So first, after this session, you will be having an idea what all the portrait lightings we have. In continuation to this section, we can have a practical class also. Maybe it may be in next session. Okay. Before we going into this types of lighting, we have to know what is the modifier. So light modifiers. So light modifiers are you can see the examples here. I'll show. See, this is a light. So one source of light is used for all the lighting techniques, and the modifiers are used are different modifiers. They use different modifiers. So what is the use of modifier is this will diffuse the light, split the light, or else reflects the light, or it gives a soft light. It gives a key light, fill light. So any modifier can be used in this type of portrait lightings. I show you few examples of modifiers. Choose the right modifier to achieve the photo you want. So what are the need of our output? We need to choose the best modifier for that. So we have many modifiers here. See, beauty bowl and soft box, strip box, reflector bowl, umbrella, and flash string, etc. So you can see your examples. Few examples is reflector umbrella, Broly. This is a diffuser umbrella. This is a softbox, Octa. So you have different types of modifiers. These are known as modifiers. So before using the modifiers, you should know about the advantage and disadvantage of the modifiers. Okay. We'll now go on to types of lightings. First one. So this is a standard 3-point lighting. So 3-point lighting is why we call this a standard means this type of lighting is used in videography also as well as used in photography. Okay. So standard lights for video and photo. So in this standard 3-point lighting, we use key light, fill light, and backlight. Whereas backlight is not for the background. This backlight is completely is for subject. So these three things, these three lightings is given only to the subject. Background light is different. So don't confuse with background light and backlight. Okay. So I show you a few example images. This is the first image. You can see this is a key light. The key light is called as a primary light, which comes with more output and compared to fill light. I show you one more example for explaining you this key light, fill light, and rim light. Okay, see here. So this is the best example which you can understand very easily. So this is a key light. So whereas key light is about 50%. So this is a key light output, and this is a fill light 30%. So it's fill the other opposite side of the key light. Okay, you can use this is a standard setup. I show where all the key light, fill light, and backlights it fall. This image is example for key light, and this image is example for rim light and key light. Whereas you can see the rim light is falling on the air, and this image is for key light, rim light, and fill light. So this is a key light, and you can see the fill light output here, whereas fill light is absent in this image. So this is key light, fill light, and rim light. So this is a standard lighting technique used in photography and videography. Okay, next, second one, flat lighting. Flat lighting. So first point, shadow control textures. ஸோ டெக்ஸ்சர்ஸ் இப்போ பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இப்போ ஒரு ஒரு ஏஜ்டானவங்க இருக்காங்க, அவங்களுக்கு டெக்ஸ்சர்ஸ் நிறைய இருக்கும், இல்லை சில 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 ஸ்கின்கே வந்து டெக்ஸ்சர்ஸ் நிறைய இருக்கும். ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி டெக்ஸ்சர்ஸ் ரொம்ப தெரியக்கூடாது. யூ வாண்ட் டு அவாய்ட் த டெக்ஸ்சர் மீன்ஸ் யூ கேன் யூஸ் this type of flat lighting. It is beneficial in photographing a baby. This point is completely because இப்போ ஒரு பேபி வந்து நம்ம ஃபோட்டோகிராஃப் பண்ணுறோம்னா, ஸோ பேபி வில் நாட் சிட் இன் சேம் பொசிஷன் while seeing the camera. So it will be moving here and there. So that time we can use this flat lighting type. So I'll show you an example image how the flat lighting will come. So this is a flat lighting example 1 and this is 2. So as both the key light and fill light will be set in the same percentage, whereas we use this as 30%, we should keep the same 30% in this fill light also. So this type of photography is called flat lighting. In this type of lighting you have a advantage that is you can capture a baby photography, whereas whenever the baby turns this side and that side also it will be giving a same lighting. You can watch out this third point, whereas elderly people feeling insecure about their wrinkles. So this type of lighting will draw out the texture from the skin. So you can use this type of lighting for the to avoid textures and it gives a soft skin. So most of the studio passport size photo and all, they will be using this type of lighting only. Okay, broad light. This is a type of side lighting. Shadow falls on the back side of the face. Okay, so I show you an example for broad lighting. So this is a broad lighting. The face is in a profile view, so you can see the lighting is falls on the broad side of the face. So they covered the broad side of the face in this broad lighting. One more example here. So this is a left side profile view. So here also they covered the broad side of the face. So this type of lighting is called broad lighting. You can use any one studio light for this type of lighting. Next fourth one, so short light. So this is opposite to broad light. So you saw the last lighting, broad light is covering the larger area of the face. So this is a short light, so it covers the shorter area of the face. So whereas this is a broad area and this is a shorter area, so this type of lighting is called short light. So shadow falls on the front side of the face. Shadow falls on the front side of the face, whereas the broad area, the shadow completely in the broad area, and the shorter area will be filled with this type of lighting. Okay. Fifth one, split light. So split light is completely splitting the face into two halves, whereas one half is completely lightened and one half is completely darkened. Okay, so I show you example image. So this is one of the example image. Light hits sides at 90-degree angle. So completely the light comes from this side, and this side no light has entered, and the background light and the side light or everything has been blocked. Only one side lighting is given. Second point, half of the subject being lightened. Shadow line straight down the middle of the nose. So shadow line starts straight of the middle of the nose. That's the third point. And subject looks rugged. So most of the posters you see, movie posters, sometimes they use this type of lighting. This gives a rugged look. One more example. In this image, they completely use the light from left hand side, and they completely arrested the light falling on the right side. Another example. So this is also the same image, which light falls from the left. So only one light they used. Little bit background background ambient is available here. So we'll go for next lighting. Get backlight. So backlight I already told you, we saw in the 3-point lighting, key light, fill light and backlight. So backlight is also called a semi silhouette. I show you an example. So this is a backlight. I hope you all remember that I shown you an example for silhouette. So this is a semi silhouette, whereas we can see the subject through the backlight. Okay, we don't have any light for the subject. only the backlight gives the only the backlight shows the subject. So this type of lighting is called backlight. It's a light fall into the frame. It creates contrast to the dark background. So it creates a contrast to the dark background. Use a reflector to pop light back to the subject. So if you want more light to the subject, you can use reflector, and you can throw back the light which comes from the backlight. Okay. So one more example here for backlight and other example. So most of the wedding photographers will be using this type of lighting to give a creative look for the bride and groom. Okay, we'll go for next lighting. Okay, this rim light, there is also backlight category, but this is different between backlight and backlight is like filling the subject. So in this rim light, I show you some example image, you can understand. Okay, this is called rim light, whereas it highlights the outline. So you can see this, only the light is showing the outline of the subject, and it separates the subject from the background. See, we can't see your background, but if you given any background light, you can it completely separates the subject from the background. There's one more example. Okay, so this type of lighting, the light completely set back to the subject, for example, see this image, completely set back to the subject, but from the top, here completely back to the subject, exactly in the head area, the light. Here also the light is been in the head area. Here little bit right side. Okay, I hope you all understand the rim lighting. We'll go for next topic of lighting, butterfly lighting. This is one of the portrait lighting, also called as paramount light. The light is placed above front of your subject. Okay, I show you some example so that you can understand. Okay, so light is placed above front of the subject. So the light is placed above front of the subject. You can see the shadow here, nose shadow. This type of shadow, getting shadow is called as butterfly lighting. So you will be getting a shadow under the nose like butterfly. I'll show you one more example. This one, you can see the shadow here under the nose. Third example, small shadow under the nose highlights prominent cheekbones. You can see the shadow under the nose and also the cheekbone shadow. So this type of lighting is called butterfly lighting. Okay, we will go for ninth one. Okay, this slide is about loop light. So loop light is a light is above 45 degrees Celsius and slightly above eye level. I'll show you example. So this is called loop light. So this type of lighting creates a shadow under the cheek and also the one side of the nostril. This is called loop lighting, whereas the light is slightly placed above the eye level. One more example here. This is also a single light placed above the eye level. Okay. So one more example here for loop lighting. Okay, 10th one, Rembrandt lighting. It's a very interesting type of lighting. Rembrandt paintings are very famous in the ancient days, whereas it's a Dutch artist. So his paintings are very famous for this type of Rembrandt lighting. So I show you an example for Rembrandt lighting. Say light. The second point, light at 45-degree angle and light setup should cast a triangle shadow. This is also like a side lighting, so it comes from one side and creates a triangle light on the cheek. So this is one of the example. This is other example for Rembrandt lighting. It forms the triangles on the cheek. Third example. So this type of lighting is called Rembrandt lighting. As Commercial lighting. Okay, commercial lighting is also used is like same like a flat light whereas we saw the flat light is same range of light is kept and left and right. So same like that, this COMSTEL lighting, I show you one more example image. But there is a small difference between COMSTEL lighting and flat lighting, whereas the light we use for flat lighting is left and right. Here in this COMSTEL lighting, the light used is above and bottom the eye level. I show you an example for this type of lighting. So you can see here, one light is above the head and one light is bottom of the face. So this type of lighting is called COMSTEL lighting. This type of lighting gives a soft light and faint shadow. Two lights are placed facing towards your subject at a 45-degree angle. Key light downward and fill light upward. This type of lighting is called clamshell lighting. Okay, guys, these are the few basic studio lightings we use in use for taking a portraits. So in next session, I plan this type of lighting to be taken practically. So, understand these types of lighting. There is no rules and regulation for follow the lighting, but you should know which modifier gives what output and which type of light gives what look. That's it. So we should understand the lighting techniques and also the light behavior and modifiers behavior, so that so you can get your output what you want. Okay. So we see 10 to 11 setups here. So you can mix this types of setups with one by one also. So you can mix the split light with broad light with rim light. You can mix the split light with the rim light. So this type of combination also you can try. So according to your creativity, you should create your own lighting techniques. For the beginners, you should go all types of lighting, and you have to practice all types of lighting. After that you can practice by clubbing out this type of lighting in one by one. Okay, guys, this session is over. Thank you.